There we go. I'm coming back. Let's see. Let me try this. Oh, let's see. There we go. Okie dokie. What the hell happened? I don't know. There we go. What the fuck happened? I don't know. I don't care. Let's see if y'all come back. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. Probably some jackass trying to report it because they're a fucking dickhead. But that's fine. They don't realize I can send links out. And I'm cool with it, you know, let them do their damn things. I know who the fuck it was. Oh. Now we just gotta get Nunkin in here. Let's see. I don't know who else. Anyways, we can share out the link. Yeah, we know somebody got pissed off. Yep. I sent Nunkin a thing. Let's hope we don't lose it again. I don't know what the fuck happened there. But I think Lulu left me. Yeah, I'm actually going to put it back up. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I bet you a fucking troll report and knock it down. Lulu don't love me. But yeah, I don't have no fucking clue. I have some bullshit. You know, fuck YT. It's just ridiculous the shit that they do. Like, I'm telling you. Like, I done nothing wrong, and then you got these motherfuckers that do shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
I don't know what happened.
Probably some crack whore reported because she's stupid. Because sometimes they can set up multiple people to what do you call it? To report, and then it'll knock your live
Oh, the
stream down.
strike, yeah.
No, not strike. Report bullying or abusive content. It don't strike you, it's not down your live stream. At least I haven't been shook about it before. Which is ridiculous, the bullshit people do. And go through just to only because they're mad about a fucking wrench. Like, damn, bitch, grow the fuck up. I'll be right back. If it goes down, Lulu, I'm sorry. Just send me a text and I'll look at it when I get back in here. I gotta go see if I can get some cigars. I smoke Remington cigars, like filter cigars. So I'm gonna see if I can get some for my.
Oh, I just can't believe Blair. Oh, that is so awesome. I can't wait to go back there. I haven't been back there in quite a while. Oh, that's one thing I got to do. Well, sometime this week, I got to go back and get my knee brace fitted because it's not fitting right. Now they took the boot away. Now I can wear the knee brace. Before I couldn't with the boot on because the boot went up too far. But now the knee brace isn't fitting right, so I have to go back and get it refit.
Alrighty. I'm just waiting on her. I told her I can't stay alone because little bitch. Where was she? Oh, she's sitting beside me sleeping. So I could have been in there a little bit longer, but I don't fucking trust her. She chewed my damn heater cord. But yeah.
So what are you gonna do now? Do you have to go buy another heater or?
No. My brother, what do you call it? Splice it or something like that?
Oh, okay, yeah. And then put black electrical tape over it.
Uh-huh. The first cord he used, he didn't want to use the one that they chewed on. It had like 3 or 4 inches, from where the plug-in part was.
Oh, okay.
So he had room, but he didn't want to do it. So he went and got one that he thought would work, and it was just too small. And it got really hot. It wasn't hot to your touch, but you can tell to it, it was kind of...
Yeah, that would still scare me, though.
So I just said, hey, you got to use the other one.
Right. Oh. I'm going to have my... You didn't see my new doll yet, did you, Misty?
No. Oh, I know why they probably done it. Remember we showed pills?
Oh, really? You're not allowed to do that?
I know so many do.
I mean, gabapentin's it's a non-narcotic, so now I didn't show my other pills. I just showed the 800 gabapentin.
Yeah, we both did. There's our buddy. But yeah, we have to talk about some paranormal a little bit. We got to have some fun.
Well, like I said, tomorrow night when Jess and I go live, you'll get to see my doll. I just got her not too long ago, and we did a live session last week in my kitchen. And then this last live, we were at the cemetery. We took her there. But there's a 23-year-old young woman that is in this doll. And I don't know what the year was. But anyway, they had like a little family owned, the old time grocery store, how they were all family owned. And she worked there and she loved working there because she loved people. And of course, and it reminded me of me because like, I'm pretty friendly and like her, they said when she would be friendly with men, they thought she was flirting. So it was that kind of friendliness, But anyway, she went outside and went across the road and got hit by a car
Oh,
and killed her instantly. She was 23 when she died, and now she's in that doll. And the doll, I guess, was in the store. So she went into the
crazy.
doll. Her name is Chelsea.
Yeah, you get
So,
crazy shit with things like that, like dolls. Like people don't realize this. Notice Piper or Pikachu. Why are you so hyper?
now hers is a good spirit. It says it right on the the description.
That's good.
Hey Jessica, before we do that live stream tomorrow night, we should get a just like a banana or two, and then a couple of strawberries, because that's what Chelsea's supposed to like. Bananas would probably be cheaper.
I'm not gonna send you. I'll send you a private chat.
Who?
You.
Oh, okay.
It's in private chats.
Let me look here.
But yeah,
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I do. Seriously. Yeah, I got you though.
like to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck if people has more information on me. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean they're good. If they don't have it, they'll make up something anyway. So what's it matter?
right? Just like the crack whore liked to spread rumors about my mother. Shit. There's been multiple times. There's one on my channel. Let's see if I can find it. I'm not even gonna put it up, but I'll tell you the name of it, and y'all can always look at it later. Let's see. I gotta go back a good ways, but what was it?
I forgot to turn my pager back on after class. Whoops.
Jessica, are you there?
Yeah, she was just talking.
Oh, okay.
Because I forgot to turn my pager back on after class was over.
How was the roads, Jess? Were they all clear?
No.
I
And
didn't
it's
think so.
Okay, and this is quite a bit of ways down. It says big red is coming out of me. I got pissed off at something, and let's just say it weren't a good thing. And it probably was part of the crack whore or somebody else. I can't remember what it was exactly, but anywho, I'm surprised the crack whore ain't even showed up. Or her, how can I say it? Her lover, maybe?
Minions.
It ain't minion. It's her follower, her lover, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, minion.
I wouldn't call it a minion because she's worse than a minion. All honesty.
Yeah, Jessica doesn't know her. I don't know her that well, in fact, either. So I don't,
Trust me, you ain't missing out on nothing. Nothing for anything. Like I said, I call her that because she acts like a, you know what?
Oh shit. Hey Jessica, if I can get the money, Jessica and I has been talking about getting this. You'll think it's really cool, Misty. I'll have to send you a picture of it. All it does is it's a riddle. They call it a riddle box. But what it does is it'll light up red for no and green for yes.
Oh yeah. I seen one of those.
Yeah, I thought about getting one of them, but I'm gonna look around first. See where I can get it as the best price. It's a little high where we were looking, huh, Jess?
Like $60 on eBay, wasn't it?
Well, right now, I was saving for the Penhurst trip. I'm kind of like watching every nickel and dime.
Yes, ma'am. Hell. Lulu, you can put the link out. everybody can go in there and just say, hey, why you a bully or whatever? Why you treat people like shit? And watch her go fucking nuts. Like, you'll see her in other live streams, and it's like...
Well, I don't go to too many. I go to Roadhogs, yours, Salties.
Mine. Okay.
Well, yeah, when you haven't been live in a while, but tomorrow night we're going to be live, hopefully, if everything. Now, Salty is going to be going live 2 hours before we do, Jess. You heard that, so.
Well, that's good, too. But yeah, I would love to see that crack whore in here, or her friends. Well, the one friend, because the other two pretty much left the group.
Oh,
yeah.
I just got busy.
Pretty much left the group. Well, one of them she kind of kicked out. The other one kind of probably got wise or hasn't been on YouTube very much. But I have no problem with her. I wouldn't call her a minion or the group anymore. She pointed out something. It was so, and it was honesty. You know, everybody pretty much had that same question. You know, something that makes sense. So when she pointed out something, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna unblock this one. And I actually unblocked the others because somebody asked me about it, and as you can tell, one of them knows exactly what I've been through. They turned one person. Well, I wouldn't say they turned. They fed lies into the one person's head. And other things happened. The woman, the person was always drunk when I talked to him. So, yeah, it never went out good. Like, I don't have the problem with the person that, you know, they corrupt. I have no problem with her. I don't dislike her. But I think she needs to have a clear mind before she lets somebody talk shit like that. You know, I never talked shit about them. I just said, hey, this is what they do. This is what happened. I explained it to them. And, hey, if they don't like it, oh, well.
I got a lot of haters. It's all right. Give me a second. I got to go get more Kool-Aid. I think I still have more Kool-Aid in there.
Hi, Chewy. You need to go to bed, Chewy. Pikachu. But yeah, it's just like exactly, Lulu.
Hey, be right back to you, sweeties. I got to use the outhouse while I'm up.
The outhouse, man, you're gonna freeze that little coochie off.
I always call
and them titties.
I'm a country chick, so I always call my bathroom the outhouse. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but is it outside? You might freeze off. How you doing, Jessica?
I've had better days.
I know that feeling. Yep, I've been there. Are you giving me kisses? Yeah. I've got a brat's kissing the hell out of me. Let me see. Yeah? Yeah? You love your Mimi? I didn't say French me. Yeah. Isn't that Pikachu? Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you, baby girl. Let me go get you in the bed. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta put Pikachu in bed. Even though I got all these kisses, she's gotta go to bed. Okay, I'm back. Had to go get some cigars. But yeah, Lulu, you are pointing out exactly what happens. And I appreciate it. You know, and I'm sorry if you get attacked by the bitch. She'll see you another place and oh, she does this, she does this. Hell, she'll probably go to that one person I told you about. That listened to their bullshit. So, yeah, there was a lot of other things that she tried claiming I done or this, that, and another. Hell, I was in a fucking cast, couldn't even type worth a damn. I still can't with my hand. I'm one hand typing, and I misspell because of my hand. If I try to use both hands. You're untactable. Yeah, just let her talk her shit. I'll let you come up on my panel and, say what you gotta say. You don't have to do it on the keyboard. You can just... But hey, I'm trying to do something, you motherfucker.
All right, I'm back. Hey, Jess.
What's up?
I read that thing to you that Blair sent me, right? I can hardly hear you.
Oh, I don't think you did.
What?
I don't think you did.
Oh, well, I hope you're not mad at me, but he is allowing us to stay Monday and Tuesday for nothing. And then I get to stay. I know you won't be able to because of work, but I get to stay for $100. We get it for 4 days and 3 nights. So I'm going to stay if it's okay with you.
Yeah. I have to go to work,
Okay.
keep the dogs, and come back.
Yeah, I mean you'll be able to take care of the dogs. So we'll just have to have Brody come home that Monday evening and stay till Tuesday until we get back.
Let's see.
I'll call him tomorrow. I'm not going to call him tonight. Sorry, Misty. I thought I had told her that before she went to work, and apparently I'm sorry. I'm just so excited about that. I love the Grand Midway Hotel. Can't wait to get back there. And Blair's not bad to look at either, I might add.
Don't worry about me silently rolling my eyes over here.
Yeah, they copy striked it because of a fucking what the fuck? It was taken down by Francisco Ramos. This means your video can no longer be played on YouTube.
Oh, because you said that guy's name earlier.
What name of what guy?
I thought you mentioned it. Oh, I can't remember. I thought it was you. Maybe it was. I don't know, honey. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. Oh, in the car accident.
They weren't that one.
Okay, I thought you said somebody's name when you were talking about the car accident. Okay.
There's something about medical. I'll read it in a minute. I'll go back to the email. Which is fucking bullshit, but I ain't gonna fucking argue the point. Health update on health. Okay. Copy strike was taken down. Notice that we received. You have taken down from your video. Copy strike. If you have multiple strikes, we will disable your account.
But why were you struck?
Supposedly somebody else, and it might have been me using somebody else's video, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. It's not that the person let's see. how do I put it? It's not that whatever you want to call it. It might be on their channel. They have a anti copyright. So if you share their link, you automatically get a strike.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even whoopie do. I even said I didn't care if I got one about that. I won't share their video. I was just saying, hey.
I was gonna say I would feel bad. I wasn't even thinking about showing that gabapentin pill, but it's like I said, I could see if it was a narcotic, but it's not. It's a non-narcotic, so I don't think they'd bitch about that.
Hi, Carolina. Yeah, it's all right because it could have been that video, which, they hearted the video or hearted my comment on their video, that same video. So it may be that or it may not have been. I don't know, and I don't care.
Hi, Carolina. Nice to meet you.
But, people are going to do stupid shit.
Yep. Just wait until if you go on my live stream tomorrow night, just wait.
Let's see.
And I don't really care. We just laugh at them, don't we, Jess? You sound really muffled for some reason, Jess.
Shouldn't be. Okay.
Well, hey, you guys, I think I'm gonna lay down. My pill's
No
kicking in.
problem.
So, yeah. Thanks for having me up, Misty. Jessica, you behave and have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night,
Oh.
y'all.
Behaving.
What?
There's no fun in behaving.
I know, but
Right.
all right. I'll see you in the morning, and love you guys. Take care. God bless, and be safe out there.
But, it's okay, with things that happen. But you take care of yourself.
Oh, I'm trying, honey. I'm
Don't
trying.
if it ever happens, don't worry about it. Or if somebody reports or you see people coming and attacking, don't worry about it. It don't bother me. I just can't have any more strikes, which I probably won't share any more videos without permission.
Yeah. Night, Lulu. Night, Carolina.
Night,
y'all.
dream about Salty in bed. I don't think she heard that. She probably kicked my ass for it, but oh well.
Now she's gonna go dream about Blair.
How you doing with work?
Trying to get out of here.
Yeah, I won't ask what kind of work you do because all the trolls.
Security. I won't say where though, but I do security.
Yeah, I say the hospital one security we got here. They're pretty laid back. See, with me having a pacemaker, I can't go through the machine. Some of them won't even wand me. And then others will, which I think is funny as fuck. I don't know if Mom's listened to my live stream, but I wish she was. Or I think she is. But, people will take a copyright. I was like, that's the only video I shared, so. Let's see. I don't even know how to reach out to the person. I got a snore beside me. Oh, Oompa Loompa's still with me. Yay. Trying to see if they had an email, but I don't see it. Let's see.
Excuse me.
I'm looking for something.
Excuse me.
Let's see. Sometimes you can find out the names of the person. Let's see. I know a way of reaching out or looking at something. Lulu, are you having fun? I know Jessica's having fun at work.
Not really.
Yeah, you know you are. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out something. Yeah, but I'm saying you still love it.
Yeah.
I was talking about Lulu.
Oh.
Let's see. I think I found it.
Oh, it's so boring here.
Anywho, it don't matter. Nope, Lulu, you cannot leave us. I'll kick your ass. Always picking at her. But in all honesty, things happen in life, There's one person I can't stand, and that's fine. So, how's everybody's night going? Pretty soon I gotta feed some dogs.
You got a what?
Feed some dogs. The pups. We feed them all in my room. They all piggies. It's like Lulu says she's gotta get busy in the kitchen. She cooks food for her dog, which I thought she was gonna stop, but I guess not. A vegetarian cooking meat for a dog. It's funny. I like messing with her. She don't love us long enough to stay. She's gonna listen in though. I always tease her. She knows it. I gotta do something real quick. I'm gonna mute the mic for a minute.
All right.
I'm sure y'all don't want to hear plastic rattling around.
Excuse me.
Oh, Lulu's in the chats now. But hey, if it's good, you know where to send some. Lulu sent me some homemade doll treats not long ago. And my dolls ate it up.
Hmm.
They loved it. You know,
But,
them the people I love. That's the type of person I love, you know. I don't
yeah.
ask for it. I might tease her for stuff like that, but I don't necessarily ask for it. You know, me and her have a mutual dislike for a certain person. Well, several people. But, you know, she understands where things just happen and how people act.
Yeah. Then the next week or so, I'm gonna be dropping a bombshell on somebody.
Oh, she's admit she don't want to tell the doggies. Us, do you like bananas? Lulu might treat you. See, I told. I'm sorry. I can't keep a secret. Just kidding. Hell, he's half asleep. He wouldn't fucking know what I'm talking about. I don't think the last time I got doll treats from her that I ever sent or give them to the pups. I might have. But I think they were just too young and I didn't want to give it to them. I don't know. It was right around when my Polly got sick. The Walker, or the Chihuahua.
Aw.
Oh, he ran out of one type of food. And we gave him another type, and I think that's what tore up his stomach. And it happens, but he's doing a hell of a lot better and looking healthy, and he's a good boy. I might be able to go get him. Lulu loves a picture of him or seeing him. I think he's loose in the bathroom. Oh, yeah. Here you go, Lulu. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that Mr. Polly? What's your popo? Let me get his arm on. Yeah. Look. Hey, you can't have that pussy. Is she high? Oh, he's pushing the table. Candy, leave him alone. Oh, shut your pup up. Lulu says hi. But yeah, that was my baby that got sick.
Aw.
Are you cold in here, baby boy? Yeah, he's doing so good. Yeah, you just look at his body. So much better. So much better. Let me put this on full screen. Remove the cigarettes and all the ashtray so the smoke won't go across. But yeah, he looks so much better. He's my chunky boy. Yeah. Is that the party? Oh, dear boy. You want this? Oh, I know you love that. Oh, yes, you big boy. Yeah, he looks really good. And yes, that's a pink collar on a boy. That's the only thing the store had that had metal hooks or latch. Because we got a little boy who likes to pull them apart. He's supposed to be a Chubbers. Yeah, you ready to go back to bed? Okay, mister. You'll get your food soon. Pig.
Be glad it came out the top ass.
Wear your ass all over, so what's it matter?
Still on live stream?
Well, my first one got taken down, so I had to restart.
What do you mean taken down?
Because I played somebody's video or somebody else claimed that was theirs and tried to copy strike it because they're dicks. But I don't think so. It's all right. Things happen. Yeah, Polly's a Chubbers now. Still a love-hate relationship with my brother, Lulu. I was picking at the asshole last night or yesterday, and he got my ass. Let's just say I found out he can get mad.
And it's funny when I made him bite your finger the other day.
Well, hell, you've had him bite my damn arms, my back tit, as my brother calls it.
That was Candy got the back tip.
No, you had Polly do it.
Not as good as Candy did.
No, Polly hurts worse. Polly has this thing about chomping downwards instead of upwards. Like when you pick at them, you get them snapping at you. They'll how do I put it? He'll snap downwards. And he's gotten me multiple times. Well, that don't feel good. Damn pacemaker just kicked in. That hurt. Yeah, I've got a pacemaker, so every so often I'll feel it kick in. And that's the worst. I know Mama don't miss it or don't feel it. Come on. Now, something I can tell people about having a pacemaker. You will you have a lot more static electricity. So if you know something that builds up static on you, try to stay away from it. Yes, I know, Salty. The fuck? It got taken down, the live stream. Somebody claimed it was their video, which I mean, yeah. Huh?
Oh, Salty's back.
Yep. So yeah, I kind of got a copy strike, but I don't. It's one. I've never really get them in anywhere else, or I've never really gotten them. That's just what they do. People do that, and I think the person didn't realize, and it's because I probably talked bad about one person, but and I respect it. I have no problem with it. I shared a video and then talked shit about the other one, but you really don't care. About the other person. The person that, copy strike, I do care about them, and I understand. Hell, I respect them doing that. Hell, I would too, So, I don't have no problem with it. I respect them for it. But yeah. That's okay, though, because I'm not playing the video. And that crack whore's probably watching now, or she'd probably try to figure it out. Try to find out if I went live again. Candy, you're not getting no food yet. Can, where you going? Where you going? What? Don't, James. Bitch! Candy, come here. Come back here. Come on. Come on. Right here. Come on, right here. Come here. Did you just sneeze in Mommy's ear and face? Did you? Are you sorry? Yeah. Thank you.
That was crazy.
Well, supposedly a copy strike because of, I guess, a video I shared or whatever. It really don't matter because, things happen. Yeah. Which I don't know their real name. I probably shouldn't have said their real name, but I don't know who the person is, so I can't tell you if it was them or not. I don't know their name. Yeah, I don't really, and hell, I'd apologize for doing it. You know what I mean? Should ask for permission first, and it could be because talk negative of one. Which I have no problem with, I respect it. Hell, I probably would do the same myself. Salty, you can send this in a text to me. If somebody plays your audio of your video, can you still copy strike them? Of course, the person that did mine took it down. They knew their behavior was bad. Hell, I'm surprised the confidential informant ain't went live for a while. They might have, I just ain't checked. I'm surprised they ain't said come in here or send their minions in here to start shit. Or their fuck boys, as I call them. That's just what I call them. I mean, that's what they act like. Ma, I know you're watching this. Can you check the puppy's food? I just don't want to walk up there right now. Because I do not want one of them episodes again. See, I have like a certain warning sign before I actually faint. And usually when I'm walking, I'll end up fainting. So, I'm not doing that again. So yeah, I've had some health issues that's not been fun. James Jackass, can you check the puppies' food and see if they're ready? Hosses and theirs. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to walk up there right this minute. My mother might have to get the food. I'll have to figure it out. How to do it. Guys, if I do sound like I'm a little unalert or something going on, I'm having one of those episodes what I feel before I faint, so I'm not gonna get up and move unless I absolutely have to. Yeah, sure as hell I don't want to do it on a live stream. He might be up front. My brother might be. Ma, can you check and see if the puppy food's good? Because I can't change or text Jackass. He don't have his phone on him, more likely.
Probably not. But who knows?
Possibly Lulu. More than likely. With the way the episode is going on. I'm okay though. Oh, so you're dealing with them anal beads or anal plugs? Salty. Lulu, you're always missing my videos, girl. What the hell are you talking about? I get these emails when somebody comments on my live stream. By the way, guys, if I do not comment back to y'all's chats, I just give a heart, just know I've seen it. I may not be feeling good to respond to it, or I forget to respond to it. If I do, put it in if I go live, put it in a live chat. I believe my email is on my about page. I'll have to see. Let's see. Yeah. Anywho, I did go up some subscribers now. I was at 252 and now I'm up at 264. Now Salty says he's going to get me some more subscribers, but I haven't seen it yet. Teasing him. I love him though. He's a sweetheart.
Oh my
He's a
word.
sweetheart to people who treats them right and, respects them. But yeah, Lulu, do you have a way in contacting that person? You can send on my email and we can talk about it. Now, is that Nunkin's son that's next to you on your logo?
Yep.
Chunky boy. But hey, big boys need loving too. And I ain't talking about in the pants. I'm talking about body wise.
I know what you meant.
I don't talk about packages like that. The big packages, they get lovin's anyway, so what's the difference? Let's see. Yeah, my mod I was talking to, they're gonna do me a favor. See, with my mods and people that I do my live streams, there's stuff that they got my number or me email offline and they got the number. They know they can text me while I'm doing a live stream and I will respond back to them. If I'm on a live stream, I got my phone on me. I always have my phone on me. But that whole situation with the last video, I understand it. I don't have a problem with it. Hell, if somebody done, let's just say if I could copy strike somebody for using my voice, I would probably, I probably wouldn't, strike them. Let me see.
But wait, I'll be right back up.
Not a problem. So hopefully everybody's having a good night. Sorry, I'm sending somebody an email or a text. Hey there. My dog just snored by me. You have an echo, sis.
I do. I don't hear it.
Let me see. Now it's better. It's not there no more. Don't ask me what happened. I don't even know who the person's name was, and I said it earlier. Probably shouldn't have said a name, but I didn't even know if that's their name or not. So it's like, who the hell is this? Like, I don't have a problem with it. If it's somebody's video and I didn't ask for permission, that's, that's a given. So, but yeah. What do you think about these people who, their records, like say they had not murdered somebody, but had a vehicular homicide on them, and it was like an accidental or whatever you want to call it for it. I think it's vehicular manslaughter, but they say one thing, but their reports and the officer's body cam says something different. What do you think about that? What do people think about it? What y'all think? You're having a weird sound with your voice, your thing. Can you try checking your audio and going back and forth, or switch it from one speaker to the other?
I was just digging for my charger, so that might have been kind of funky.
Oh, okay. Uncle Paul, can you come up on the panel? Please, I love you.
Michelle,
Yeah.
mine.
Huh?
No, you don't. Oh, fuck! I just missed the chair. Like, I took my hoodie off and threw it on the chair beside me, and it slid off.
Well, hell, don't fall out of the chair either.
No, my hoodie slid off the chair next to me.
Now, if you're gonna fall off a chair, make sure you have a massager that looks like something, like a real thing. Make sure you land on that. It might feel good.
Okay.
I couldn't help that one. Hi, Uncle Paul. I love you.
Hello, what's wrong?
Not much. Just having some health issues. I don't know if I text you about the fainting situation.
I don't think you have.
But no, today was the worst one. I've had 5 of them in the last 4 or 5 days. So I'm probably gonna have to. Well, I know I'm gonna go to the hospital more than likely tonight.
I don't know. I didn't go to the hospital last night, and everybody's bitching at me for it.
You went to the hospital last night, you said?
No, I said.
Oh.
I said everybody thought I should have went to the hospital.
Yeah, and sometimes, like with me, I've went several times. The first time I fainted,
Yeah.
they didn't do shit. Like, they just played it off. Oh,
No.
it's from your accident. It's not from the accident. It's something else. Like, it's something more, serious than that.
Well, my blood pressure last night was 225 over 180.
Yeah, that is kind of high. Well, it is really high.
I've already had 5 heart attacks, so
Why would you want to have those?
I'm trying to catch up with my grandpa. He had 13 before he died.
Wow.
He had 13 heart attacks and 8 strokes.
Shit, and you still survived all of those?
No, that's him. That's my grandpa.
Yeah, but I'm saying, shit, he still survived all of those and then passed away? Damn.
Yeah, he died of old age, more or less, instead of the heart condition.
Holy fuck.
Hey, Lulu.
She's got to run errands, but she'll be listening in.
Lulu, the thing is, you can just call me Paul or Uncle Paul or dipshit or whatever.
Dipshit. I love that. You just made my night with that one.
I'm not in a very good mood today, and
What happened?
nothing. I'm not talking about nothing.
Okay.
And
well, you can always text me if you need to, or want to talk about it,
well,
or talk about anything.
It's just something that I might be building up in my own head and everything else. But
well, if you ever need to call me or text me, you can.
I know. I got your number.
Even if I'm not, if I'm not feeling good, I'll listen to you.
Right.
That's just how I am,
But that's why I haven't been going up on people's panels. Except for my own, and I can act any way I want to on mine.
Well, hell, you can act all you want on mine. I don't care what you act like.
People need to respect the host.
Well, you are Uncle Paul, so you can do whatever you like. I don't
And-
care if somebody's trolling you and you want to put it out there. Damn well do so.
Everybody already knows who's trolling my ass. The same fucking people. But
Well, hell,
I ain't talking about them either. I ain't
I have
giving them.
one.
I am not giving them no recognition. I'm not putting their names out there for nothing.
I don't put names out. I call them initial or nicknames. Well, one of them I do, but you know, I don't know how to put a name or give her a nickname.
But
Shit.
but I don't. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm keeping my mouth shut, and I'll handle them personally.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I don't handle shit on the internet. I handle it in person.
Yeah, or offline, you know, kind of thing, like
I
a
don't do-
text, email.
Nope. People actually shows up, knocks on their door.
But yeah, I got one. I call it Crack Whore. It used to be like a group of 4.
Right.
And 2 of them, I think one of them left. I know the other one has. Well,
Right.
let's put it this way: the first person, the one person, which is like I call the leader, the Crack Whore,
Right.
she started ignoring the other one.
Right.
So to me, I think she's on the outs, the one that is being ignored. They used to run a live stream together, like a co-host kind of thing,
Right.
and you know, run the show. Like one would be like watching who answers what right, and this, that, and another who won. And so I think that's, you know, they got an argument or something, and the Crack Horse started ignoring the other. Don't get me wrong, there's things that the other one has done that I don't like, but I don't dislike the person. You know, I would never dislike somebody just because they said something. I may not like what they say. There's few that I might hate or dislike. There's one, I think you've seen the argument that I had with one person on my own channel. One that likes to holler over everybody.
Right.
But with her, we both said to each other, I have no respect for you and she has no respect for me.
Right.
You know what? And I don't give a fuck if she starts talking and all this, or she comes on the panel and, oh, you talk shit about me on your live stream. Fuck that. This is my live stream. You want to say I did something on another channel when I didn't? Fuck it. You just made your fucking mistake.
Right.
Now it's a no bars hold. So,
It's no hold barred.
yeah, barred, whatever. I've been dealing with these damn, what do you want to call them? Fainting spells, so.
Right. And they ain't good because you could have a little aneurysm.
They checked the head, or with a CT, and didn't find nothing there.
Well, CT don't find everything.
Well, I have a pacemaker, so.
Yeah, that could be giving you a little jolt too.
Well, the pacemaker they did send, because I got Boston Scientific, they did this little thing. They put a thing over it, checked it, and sent it to Boston Scientific and see if they got it and see what this says.
Right.
And they go, oh, it's okay. It's only had something 3 days ago or whatever.
Right.
But it only paces. But with this fainting, it could be, see, I've had mitral valve leakage years ago. You know, my cardiologist I had back then said, it's nothing bad now, but in the future, you may need it replaced. With like a pig valve. And I'm like, I don't want pork in me. I said, Mama might want to eat me if it comes with bacon. I said, I'd rather have beef anyways. It's not as greasy.
Well,
He just cracked up laughing at me. He goes, you are one fucking mess. And that was the first time I ever heard him say fucking mess.
right.
Like, he would say I'm a mess, but that time I got him good, evidently.
Mm.
But me and him, well, a matter of fact, it was a knee doctor I seen. He was going to do surgery on my knee. But because my insurance I had at the time didn't cover, I guess didn't let him, I weren't supposed to see him or whatever. They wouldn't pay for the visit. Or they wouldn't pay for the surgery. Something. So I had to find another one. He recommended another one that did with surgeries.
Okay.
But he is married to my cardiologist, the cardiologist I had at the time's wife or
Right.
daughter. Sorry, I'm tied, but yeah, he was married to her, and it's funny because my cardiologist says, I just looked at your surgery report thingy to get, for permission to have surgery. He goes, that's my son-in-law. I go, oh, cool. It's funny because then, like a week later, I
Yeah.
seen his son or son-in-law, and he goes, your cardiologist is my father-in-law. I go, yeah, that's what he said. He goes, what? I said, yeah, he done told me. And then he showed me a picture of his wife, and I mean, he didn't do anything, as far as choice. He didn't have a bad choice on that one. That was a good looking woman.
Well, that's good. That's good.
And how her daddy is, I truly believe she was a good woman. Dad is too well of a good guy.
Right. How you been, Jess?
I've had better days.
Yeah, I've had better lives.
Oh, did you have a live stream today? Oh, I know you did.
I've had a couple of them, and I ain't talking about live streams. I'm talking about lives.
Well, I was worrying about the live streams.
I'm talking about the reincarnation life. The past lives.
Yeah, we all have one of those,
I got quite a few of them,
or several.
but
My
yeah.
grandmother passed away before me, and a lot of people, my family says I'm a lot like her.
Right.
But I also got a lot of my mama in me too. So,
Right.
which when I did home health aid, when I was working with the elderly,
Right.
my grandmother did the same job. So when I started doing that, I felt at peace. Like I felt like I was doing something like her.
Right.
So that was the first time. Well, I weren't exactly the first time I felt something like that, but from her, that was the first time.
Right.
I won't say that I've seen her, but I've done them spirit boxes and got a reaction, and it was her.
You should have been on Paranormal 101 the other day.
Well, I thought you were ending it though.
No, the other day I did a meditation with the necrophonics. That's where you go to meditation, and people get to hear what the spirits has to say to whatever you ask in the meditation.
I do have a question for you. Are you going to start doing more live streams on that one or no?
I don't know. Right now, I am confused. I am depressed. I am fucked in the head.
Yeah, I didn't get the first part of it, so that's why, by the time I got there, you were ending it, so that's why I was asking, because, I love you, and, I want the best for you, and I want you to take care of yourself.
All right.
Just as much as you want me to take care of myself, it's the same way for me.
Right.
Hell, if you were here in the same state, you probably would kick my ass if I didn't do something right. If I didn't take care of myself.
I could kick your ass without being in the same state.
Right? Well, and I know you would tell me like it is, and that's something that I have a lot of respect for, because I'm the same way. If somebody tells me like it is, I can give it right back to them, and that's just how I am.
Well, the thing is, I have never lied. I've said stuff straight out, said nothing but the truth, and everybody is believing the lies that these other people saying, and they are turning against me.
Well, I'll never turn against you. Like I said, I am very close to you and Maria. First day I met you, I felt like you were family, so you became Uncle Paul that same day.
Right. But thing is, if people want to believe the lies on me, more power to them. That's their choice.
Well, you got to think about it. They weren't really your supporter if they did that.
Right.
That's the only, I'm going to tell you, is all love. They weren't a real supporter if they were that. They weren't a real subscriber.
Right.
Some people will believe bullshit. Like, I was just talking to me and Lulu has talked about it, and I've said it earlier, I think, in this live stream. You know, the one person that she believes my bullies, as I call them, the BBB gang, as they call themselves, and I call the leader crack whore.
Right.
All of them got together, well, a few of them. I don't think the third one did, but might have. She's pretty much out of the group.
Right.
Because the first one has been ignoring her and not paying attention to her and avoiding her.
But the thing is, one thing I can honestly say about these people that turns against you, I figured out why they turn against people and why they start talking bad about the person. And that is because they are not the center of attention.
Yep.
And they have to be the center of attention wherever they go.
Well, I'm going to tell you what happened with crack whore. And I've said this before. People know it. YouTube had fucked up. And all my moderators lost their wrench.
Mm-hmm.
And she got mad because I couldn't fix hers. After that, she talked so much fucking shit. She spread rumors about my mother. She's talked shit about me. She's called the dog pound on me. Didn't do her any good. She called for a wellness check on my mother. Didn't do her any good then.
Right.
And the bitch left me alone as far as doing that stuff.
Right.
But she don't realize I know something about her
Mm-hmm.
that I could put out there, but I don't. Let's
Yeah.
just put it this way. The crack whore kind of fits her.
Right.
Let's just put it that way.
But the
person
thing
I know-
is,
The one where I found it out, I was like, and the person that I'm talking to, or several different people have said it. I said, well, I guess I was right. I didn't know if it was true that she was, but I think the crack whore fits her now.
right.
I think I picked the right name.
But the thing is, I'm not. To me, these people, all 14 of them, is no longer in this existence for me. They do not exist in my world, so I don't give a damn about them.
I'll send you a text real quick. I don't want to put it on here because I love you, but I don't want to think
But the thing is, I'm not going to talk about nobody. I'm not. I mean, I'm just saying
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand it.
the people that had the beef with me, that's spreading the lies, talking about me behind my back. And the thing is, it's hard to talk about me behind my back because I'm on every damn channel every day.
Yeah, and you've always been respectful, so and I always felt like you were, a great guy, and you show love. You don't show hate.
Well, here lately, I haven't been showing much.
Oh,
To my-
you still show love to me.
I mean, I'm about. I don't. I mean, when you get as depressed as I am,
You just don't want to do anything, give up, pretty much.
well, put it this way: someone could be bleeding out, and I'll stand there and watch them do it. That's the point. That's where I am at right now.
And I can understand that. Okay, I'll tell you, my troll, the crack whore, is she was burned on fire, or she was in fire, or her body was engulfed in fire. I
Right.
wouldn't piss on her just to put it out. I'd probably sit there and laugh. Straight
Right.
honest with you. And I'm not wishing somebody do that to her. I'm just putting in a statement that, we don't get along.
No, I mean the thing is, it could be my own brother there bleeding out, and I'm going to do nothing to help him.
You go through so much stress, and that's understandable.
I mean that's how depressed I am. I don't care no more.
Especially when you've been through what you're, been through. And I understand it. Yeah, there's things that, people do, and I've seen this more than once. Hell, I've had people turn against me because they want to believe the crack whore and a buddy of theirs. So,
Right,
well, her minions.
right.
Okay. That's why, I didn't want to put it on there. That's why. But I did respond on here like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the type of person. I won't ask, like, something like that. I won't ask online. I'll send you a text or whoever
Well,
it is. I'll send them a text. It's
well,
called respect.
Well, something like that. If somebody did ask me online, I would never answer them.
So I'd never ask you online. Like, I'll ask you how you're doing or what's going on with you.
Right?
But I won't ask you to put names out. I won't ask you to do any of that. That's just me. Because not only that, but then that person be like, whoa, what the hell just happened here?
But honestly, if I do anything on the paranormal at this point in time, it will be like live meditations.
Yeah, or with the spirit box will be good.
Sometimes with the spirit box, sometimes just meditation. Sometimes we just need the meditation.
I do have this thing that it's a suggestion, but maybe, some of your, ones that are still, true to you.
Right.
If they need like a spirit, like a session with you and the spirit box together, work together on it, that might be something that, might help you get your mind off of what things are going.
Well, the thing is, like I said, I'm trying to not talk about it, not trying not to think about it. And
But that's what I was saying about the spirit box, so you didn't have to think about it. There's
Yeah.
just like, say I said, hey, I want to kind of get in touch with my grandmother, my grandfather,
right.
something like that.
Well, I usually do that on Saturday nights, but everybody that said that they wanted to do it after everything was coming out about me, about the lies coming out about me, they all decided not to do it. So I closed it down.
Hell, I didn't even know that you were doing it on the Saturdays.
Yep.
Otherwise, I would have been there.
Saturday nights. I think it was Saturday nights at 8:00.
Yeah, it all depends. Like, I'm gonna be straight honest. It all depends what the way this car accident happened. It all depends on how I'm feeling that day. The sciatica
Right.
is getting better. The chiropractor, he's done something. I'm getting decompressions right now on my back,
Right.
but the new herniated disc is right above the sacrum.
Hmm.
So it feels like a fucking, like you broke your tailbone again.
Right.
Oh, does it fucking hurt? Like when it gets active, like pretty bad pain, it does. Luckily for me, and I don't care if anybody hears it, I get to see my pain management doctor on the 14th of April if
Good.
they don't cancel it.
Yeah, everybody needs to see their pain management doctor. My doctor asked me if I wanted one, and I said, "Why? I won't go to the dumbass." And I won't. I won't go to them. I won't go to chiropractor. Hell, she supposed to look me up a new heart doctor because my other one retired 7 years ago, and she finally asked me when the last time I seen a cardiologist, and I said, "Well, let me see. My cardiologist either died or retired 6 or 7 years ago." She said, "Well, I'll find you another one." I said, "Okay, I have to call you back with my new phone number." That was like 2 weeks ago.
You
And I
still ain't
still-
called her?
No.
I don't blame you. Well, my primary care is going to send me to a cardiologist because of all this fainting. But
Yeah.
she says if it continues to go back to the ER, and tell them, hey, I said to admit you
All right.
to find out what the hell's going on.
But I mean, it just happens to be. I mean, the thing is, when you can ask anybody in the medical field, well, who's the worst patients you ever have, and they'll tell you, doctors, nurses, and anybody that has worked in the medical field. And I've worked in the medical field for 26 years before I had to retire, and I'm one of the worst patients they'll ever see.
I'm the same way. Because especially at the hospital, and they try to play dumb. I'm like, I'm a medical assistant. And before then, I says, don't get me wrong, before then I had a lot of medical knowledge, so you couldn't fucking play me.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. Matter of fact, when I first had my heart problems, after I got off the ventilator, the cardiologist came in there, had to go sideways in the door, and told me I need to lose weight. I said, when you get on the fucking treadmill, then I'll lose weight. Until then, shut the fuck up.
Right.
And I didn't see him again at that time. I really didn't. He didn't even come back to the room after that point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, you want me to lose weight? Why don't you get off your ass and lose weight?
Right.
Hell, when he was in there, I said, I don't even know how you're still walking around and working.
Right.
I said, it comes down to a cardiac emergency. You couldn't run to save a life. They'd be dead by the time you get there.
Right. That's why they have those little carts with turbo on them.
He needed something. He needed something with his fat ass. Wait, if he had one of them carts, it probably wouldn't move at all.
That's why you put the turbo on it.
I mean, he had to be at least 500-600 pounds.
Right.
I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you still walking around? I mean, when he came in there, I was in complete shock. And he's supposed to be a cardiologist.
Right.
And he stuck in there trying to tell me what to do and this, that, and another about the heart. I'm like, I really don't see how you're still alive, and I don't see how you could be a cardiologist and tell somebody to lose weight when you're as fat as a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't be telling people to lose weight and you're like 4 or 5 times their size.
You know that don't make sense, don't you?
I never had another doctor tell me to lose weight when they're bigger to me.
Well, the thing is, if they're 600-700 pounds, they can't be fucking a mother.
Yeah.
They can't even find it.
Well, hell, the cardiologist or every other doctor I've had, even the primary care. I had a nurse practitioner one time, or recently, before they stopped taking my insurance. I switched from her to the one that's above her because she weren't doing anything, wasn't really taking care of me. And she didn't really do something that could have cost me my life.
Right.
Luckily, I got the help as quick as I did.
Right.
But with her, she started going downhill. But when I first seen her, I told her straight up. I knew she was bigger than me. I said, don't ever tell me to lose weight. You're bigger than me. Don't fucking tell me to lose weight. I said, I don't care what your issue with weight-wise, why you can't lose weight. A lot of people can't lose weight, but don't be, that's just how I am.
But the thing is, I don't feel bad. Now, people, I know I'm just going to speak for myself. I talk like this about heavy people just because I am a heavy person.
We can,
And now, if I was skinnier than a rail, no, that don't work. A person that's skinny cannot talk about a heavy person, just like a heavy person can't talk about someone that's skinny.
Right.
Because some heavy people like to go, oh, look at there. You can turn her or him sideways and use them for a zipper. That's wrong.
Now, I might tell one that, they're friends or there's somebody I know. I'll be like, one puff of wind, you'd be blown away.
Well, that's different if you're talking to a friend.
Well, hell, there's one lady I didn't even really know, and she's talking about how windy it was out there. I said, well, you may not want to walk out there. I said, one puff of wind, you might be going flying. And she's like, you know what? My family tells me that all the time. Right. She goes, but I can't put no weight on. I said, well, I guess you got that high metabolism to where you can't.
Right.
She was a little bit younger than me. I said, wait until you hit 30.
Mm-hmm.
30 and 40, and then you'll start packing on the weight. She goes, no, I won't. I'll be in the gym. I said, just wait.
Give me a minute. I'm going to mute myself, but I can still hear you.
Yeah. So I told her to creep on her before she even knowed it. As it does. The weight does creep on you when you don't know it. That's what happens.
Okay. I'm back.
Having fun?
Huh?
Having fun?
Well, like I say, I watch all channels at the same time. I wanted to hear what someone was saying.
I do love the fact that you do watch multiple channels and You keep informed what's going on.
Well, I know who to trust and who not to trust.
Yeah, there's some channels I still watch, but I don't watch them for them. I watch for like other people or sometimes for what they say.
Oh, there's a lot of them that I have already unsubbed to them. I don't care to hear what they have to say. I don't want to look at their faces. I don't want to see their names. And
There's
that's
a few of those for me too.
well, there's a whole lot of them for me. Now, there's only 14 blocked that I can't see them at all on my channel. But there's some of those 14 I can't see on other people's channel because I got it blocked that way. But there's a few of them I can see on the other people's channels, just so I can keep an eye on what they're saying about me.
Well, hell, the crack whore's buddy, she told one guy, one of these channels, which is who she's fucking anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have nothing against that. I don't hate the guy. I don't hate him at all. But, and by what I'm told, the woman had, she has the power of blocking people.
Mm.
Some chats I can see them in, and other chats I can't. And then on his channel, if he commented on like his community tab, I can't see any of his comments.
Right.
I don't hate him. Like hell, I still watch him.
Mm-hmm.
There's things that he said in the past. That I've seen. I call it disrespectful. Yeah, I silenced the channel,
Mm-hmm.
but I still watch them to a point. I might see something, or I might want to check in and make sure they're okay.
Okay. Now, there's the difference between you and me there. If I block them, I hate them, I can't stand them, and they're dead to me forever. No ifs, no ands, no buts.
Now with this person, he hasn't done me wrong. It's just he listened to somebody else that had hate because she's buddy with a crack whore.
Right.
So he's really hasn't done anything really wrong.
Right.
He just don't know who to believe. And he don't really know who he's with. Well, he might have found out a little bit, but just don't care. I really, I don't have no problem with it.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I still like the guy. I still wish the best for him.
Yeah.
There's people that has hate, or they want to troll because they're buddies with somebody, and that just means they're a follower instead of actually a leader.
Right.
They don't think for themselves.
Right.
And which, that is fine. If she wants to be that type of person, that's on her. But she's a grown woman.
Right.
She should be able to think for herself.
Right.
I think what happened is they got jealous for me being friends with who they're with.
Right.
And then they started tag teaming because the other bitch don't like me. But you know what? I don't care if the crack whore watches or comes on the panel. I would love to see her mouth run off in the chats. Because you know what? I've got so many mods that will definitely take care of it.
Right.
That's good, Jessica. I understand you had to eat.
Mm.
But there's a lot of things people do that we may not like. I'm glad that the one person, I don't hate them, but things that they've said in the past, I don't like what they said. And, and they started acting, well, okay, they were still talking to me to a point, and then the crack whore got in their head. And then they stopped talking, and they stopped answering emails.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I see how it is. Even after they stopped listening to the emails, they would still talk to me for a little while, and then after a while they stopped. So I realized, how they really are. But now they're finding out about the crack whore since she's ignoring them. And she knows how that one rolls. When she don't like a person, if she sees you in another chat, she'll put like the looking eyes, or she'll put like if you say something and she'll just do like a rolling eye, bullshit. The emoji queen, as I call it, or the keyboard warrior, keyboard emoji warrior would be better. And it's ridiculous that people have to act that way.
Right. Sorry, I had you muted. I had me muted, not you. I was checking on something. On someone, per se. So.
Sorry, I had to mute myself because I was taking some nausea medicine.
That's okay.
It's over the counter. It works pretty good.
Right.
Hell, some days before I fainted, I've actually was puking. So there's all kind of crazy shit that's been going on with it.
Right.
Today was the worst. I think my mother said it was more like 45 minutes. It was on the last live stream that I was out. See, we really don't know.
Right.
Before she came in, I was already out. I'd already passed out before she came in. Because she was sleeping. The dolls are what woke her up.
Right.
Matter of fact, let me get my big boy. He's sitting. He was laying on my bed. He's been pretty much right up under my ass. So I kicked him out. But this big boy, he's the one that actually, he was laying next to me when she came in. She went up front to get my brother.
Mm-hmm.
When she got back, he was laying on me. He ain't no small thing.
Right. I ain't a big thing either.
He's about 30, maybe 40 pounds. I think he's close to 30. And he's a heavy little motherfucker.
Yeah.
But even then, you see him right there. He don't go far. He does not go far from me. But that's what he does. He's been staying pretty damn close. Hell, I've been asleep. And he's waking me up. Now, my Piper, which she's in bed, it was yesterday. Her mother was biting my feet. See, I've been having health issue, problems with his fading and stuff. I guess in my sleep something happened. And they could tell it. Well, her mother was biting my feet.
Right.
And I had others licking me in the face. But her Piper, which is the daughter, yesterday decided she's going to nip my nose to wake me up. So, I've been having the dogs, really trying to help me. Which I appreciate. Hell, you got to have something, protecting you. I only wish there were more protectors around. Or smarter dogs. Or humans be as smart as some of these dogs. What butthead? Mama's little brat decided he wanted some attention. Yeah. What? What are you kicking my butt for? You're the butthead. Are you the butthead? I think you are.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. I had just gotten a text.
Yeah. That's what I was replying to with the text.
Which is no biggie. I understand it. So how's that book or your reading show or channel doing?
Well, I've been a booktuber since 2016. Thing is, from 2016 until I got messed up with the paranormal people and the gaming people, I never had one damn troll.
You've been
Booktube,
doing good on those. I've noticed.
Booktube don't usually have trolls. I think, I think they are scared because they ain't as intellectual as the people on Booktube.
Some of them are that way.
But thing is, like I said, I never had one damn troll until I got into the other two communities. And that's where I found every last troll.
Trolls will be everywhere. There's not much you can do about it. We all have them. It shows that they are interested in what you're doing and that you got free rent in their head.
Right.
And hell, some of them don't like you putting their stuff out there of how they act. That's what my text is telling me.
Right. But then again, the way I been acting is if they come up on mine, my mods has the power to block any of them. Now there's some people they're there. I mean, there's rules that say if someone comes up speaking another language, do not block them because they are from the Philippines and they do not talk English very well. So leave them alone. I know what they're saying. And the Philippines has over 100 languages, but there's one main language that they all speak.
Yeah, it's very hard for them to do English.
And so they wait until I say, I don't know them, get rid of them, and then they block them for me.
That's the sad part. Is a lot of them, they don't know English, and a lot of people will time them out or block them. And it's like sometimes they have to use a translator just to talk, and people don't realize how long it takes them to actually do the translator. Which is the sad part about it.
Right.
So, it's crazy shit.
Yeah. It's just one thing or another, and then sometimes 4 or 5 of those. But yeah, BookTube is a lot better. I mean, if you haven't noticed, all my stuff here lately been going on BookTube. My recording, when I do a recorded video, it's about books. When I do the lives, it's about books.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
And I haven't even touched the other two channels for a while because I'm tired. I'm tired. I mean, people don't take this wrong, okay? Do not take this wrong. I'm tired and don't give a damn if I died right at this second. That's how depressed I am. Will I commit suicide? No, I don't believe in suicide. That's a coward's way out. And I do not have no respect for nobody that commits suicide, no matter who they are.
I agree 100%.
It's just a coward. And yes, there's people that I love that did commit suicide. I had some good friends that committed suicide. But once they did that, I never had no respect for them. And that was the last time I thought about them.
And it's sad, some people, they think it's the easy way out,
Right.
but they didn't talk to the right person or whatever.
Right. But so I would never do that. I might talk about it. The other day I talked about it. I put that one in private because ain't nobody's business that wasn't there. But the thing is, I'm not that stupid and I'm not that big of a coward.
And it's sad that they didn't talk to somebody before they do that.
Hey, the thing is, people that's actually serious doesn't talk to no one. They don't call help. They don't go to mommy or best friend or anybody and go, I'm going to kill myself. No, they don't do that. They go out and they do it. Those are the people that's serious about it. If you don't see the signs, that's why you have to learn every little sign that someone is that depressed.
Yeah.
Because they will not talk about it. A person that is serious about suicide will not talk about it.
All they will say is bye, and then that's it.
And honestly, you'll watch all these detective shows. Oh, there's a suicide note. I've known 23 people that's committed suicide. None of them had a suicide note.
Not everybody does, and that's what
Honestly,
many people believe that they do, and not every person will.
Okay, so the thing is, the ones I know never talked about it. And when they did it, they never left a note. The only people I know that left a note talked about it, and then they made a mistake by cutting their wrist too deep, by actually putting the rope too tight. But they committed suicide by accident. And that's why the note's there. So they're hoping that someone will see it and come in and
try to help them. Yeah.
Right. But they all are, every last one of them does need help. The people that talks about it needs help. People that don't talk about it needs help.
I've had family members that has actually committed it. And
Now,
like you said, they were so serious about it that they didn't say anything, and then, we've had, other family members that's talked about it and then end up going.
right. But the thing is, it's just that. Suicide is a serious thing. I'm not trying to make fun. I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm trying to make it stronger by saying the people that's totally serious that could do it within the hour has never talked about it in their life. Those are the dangerous ones. Those are the critical ones. Those are the ones that needs the help the worst.
Yeah. especially the ones that don't talk about it, they don't act it, and some of them
Right.
don't have the signs.
Right. Now, at least if they come in and talk about it, you have that chance as
Mhm.
voicing your opinion of it. Now, I have told a lot of people that came to me and said and talked about it, and I go, I look at them and I go, I want you to think about something, okay? I'm just going to use this for a scenario, people. And I think you do. Here's the thing I tell them is if you really want to do it, I can't stop you. No matter what I say, I can't stop you if you really want to do it. And this is a scenario. I said, remember, you got a wife that loves you. You got 3 little kids that loves you. You got a job that is the highest paid in the county. So are you such a big, are you as big of a coward to do it than face and help your wife and your kids and keep working? And everybody I know that I talk to, and I talk to them, to everybody like this because I'm just a blunt person. They are still living today. And this was back when I was in my 20s. But they are still alive. They raised their kids. They're still married to the same wife or husband. And they're still working at the same job, getting more money than ever. And they're enjoying life. Because you're down, like me, I could say, Misty, I'm going to blow my brains out. And even have the shotgun right here. Or a pistol right here. Or a knife right here. And go, I'm tired. People saying this and that about me. People not coming around my channel. People I used to talk to on a daily basis don't want to talk to me. I'm over it. I would just kill myself. I could do that, but no. I will. If I talk like that, you know damn well I am not going to do it.
Right? You're not the type of person to do it.
And it's just the way it is. I mean, I had a good friend here in South Carolina. A couple of years ago, he blew his brains out. He was 60-some years old. He just lost his legs. And he couldn't handle it. He did not say a word to his wife. He did not say a word to his son. He did not call me up and say nothing. Hey, Maria.
Hi, Sissy Maria.
How's my favorite daughter? But the thing is, he got the 45. He put it underneath the blanket that he had over his lap. Rolled himself out the door. Was right there on the porch, looking at this beautiful countryside that that usually has cattle and everything on it. And he looked around. I am just saying this because I don't know. I'm figuring because he loved life. He loved the scenery. And as he was looking around, he took the gun. He shot it, and the only thing his son is in his 30s, but his grandson was there, and he heard it, and he was like 13, maybe 14, maybe 15, I don't know, and all they heard was a big bang.
And that's sad,
The grandson and the son came running from the field. The wife came running out the door. He was sprawled out right there on the floor with his head blown off. You might just say it was blown off. But the thing is, he did not say that he was going to do it ever.
Oh,
Right.
that's sad.
Right.
And I'm sorry, Sissy Maria, that she had to go through that.
She had to go through it twice.
And that, I'm sad she had to go through that. I'm sorry that she had to. Like I said, I've dealt with some family members that's had mental issues.
No, Maria, I'm not saying that I'm going to commit suicide, hon. I'm putting out scenarios using myself.
Using
my
yourself other than putting out somebody else's situation.
Well, the thing is, if I know someone else's life, it's not my story to tell. It's their story. Now, by telling this story about one of my good friends here in South Carolina, I told you he was here in South Carolina. He was in the same county, but I did not mention their names. None of them. And but the ones that's serious, you really, really have to see the small signs. They ain't going to give you the great big sign. They're just going to have small signs. And you have to be able to recognize it. You have to be able to know exactly what's going through their mind. And sometimes the best thing you can do for them is make an appointment with a shrink or something like that and trick them into going. You like say, hey, I got a shrink appointment. Why don't you come with me? And then they find out it's theirs. I did that before too, by the way. I made an appointment using their name and then told them that the appointment was for me. And then they went with me to wait and be there with me. And then they came out and called them into the office. And they look at me and they like, what's going on? I go, oh, they just probably want to talk to you about me. Sometimes you have to be dirty.
Yeah, you do.
But the thing is, because if they're that serious, nothing you say is going to stop them. They need professional help.
Well, hell, I've called the suicide helpline, and I would say, hey, there's a person on this phone, the doctor that your doctor has said need to talk to you.
Right.
And they've gotten on the phone and it helped them.
Right. But the thing is, it's sad that somebody can get that depressed, but still have everybody around them that loves them. That is so sad right there. That's sad because they have a good life. They have great family and nothing seems out of the ordinary. But depression is a bitch. That's why we got started talking about this because for the last 3 weeks, I've been nothing but fucking depressed. And I'm still here to get on everybody's nerves. That's why I don't do it. I don't do it so I can be around and make everybody pissed off, I guess. That seems like that's the only thing I do anymore is piss people off.
You never pissed me off, so you're going somewhere. You're doing something right.
Well, I pissed a lot of people off, or I aggravated them enough to quit talking to me, and stuff like that. But the thing is, I don't care anymore. And yes, people, this is part of depression. I don't care no more. I don't give a damn. I wish the world would just die. That is depression.
It is
Okay.
really.
Thank you, Maria. You are a sweetheart. But the thing is, look for signs. I don't care if it's mental health. I don't care if it's an older person or even a young person that might, like me. Nobody knew my shoulder needed operated on. Nobody. Except for the doctor. And I kept telling them no. Yeah. And I know Maria. But nobody knew I needed that. Now, if my sister knew I needed that, if my sister knew that my blood pressure was as high as it was last night, she would grab me by the hair of the head and yank it and throw me in the car and take me to the hospital. To this point of today, she still doesn't know my blood pressure was that high. And I'll never tell her. So, boy, that's the problem with people. I am the biggest problem with people. I don't talk about what I need to have done. I tell people I'm in pain. But I also tell them that the doctor says there's nothing they can do about it.
In a lot of ways, then true, like certain pains, they can't do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm. I see you got a troll in your chat.
Yeah, my mods can knock them out.
Well, I would, but I'm not a mod.
You should be.
Nope, not under this account.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. There you go. You always get these trolls that come in.
See, you need to put it here where your mods can actually block their asses instead of timing them out. Timing them out.
Maria hit him. Maria hit him.
Did you hit him before I did?
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I was looking at the things to find that section, and where that section on mine is, yours says time them out, and on mine it says block them because they ain't coming back with that same name.
No. And it's probably just the crybaby crack whore.
All right.
She went crying to somebody and come to tell them to stop talking about her.
Right.
Bitch, you're the one that started this shit, so hey, I can have my fun just as much as she does.
The thing is,
she likes going around and talking all this shit and trying to turn channels against me, but she really making herself look dumb doing that.
Okay, now let's get back seriously and talk about mental health. We all have mental health. Every last person in this world, you're born with mental health.
Yep.
Okay? The thing is yours declining. There's people that don't know that their mental health is declining. There is people that don't know how, if they're depressed because they don't know how it feels.
Right.
Because maybe it's the first time. And the thing is, we have to keep an eye on everybody we love. We do. I keep an eye on Maria. I keep an eye on Kathy. I keep an eye on my sister. I do not keep an eye on my brothers because I don't care. Now, if I'm not depressed, I care about them. But since I'm depressed, I'll be blunt. I don't care about them. I care about very few people when I'm depressed. And I think that's what keeps me from doing what everybody else does and become a coward. That's the only thing that's the only reason, because I start thinking about Maria. I start thinking about Kathy. I start thinking about my sister. I start thinking about her two kids. I start thinking even about Terry. I think about people that cares about me.
Well, I love you, and if there's any time you need to talk, you're always.
Well, today I had a long talk with a beautiful woman, so because I couldn't talk to everybody else. Nobody else wanted to
Yes,
talk.
Sissy Maria, you are special.
And the thing is, keep an eye out, especially for people that is thinking about suicide. Keep an eye out. The thing is, people that's serious, like I said, is going to show very little. You know, I mean, they're not the ones that's going to be. Well, okay, my son before he was killed, he had a girlfriend, and he comes down and goes. She said she locked herself in the bathroom and she said she's going to commit suicide. And she, blah, blah, blah. I go, okay. I said, I'll clean up the mess. But I love her. I said, don't worry about it. A few minutes later, I mean, he went back up, and a few minutes later, they come downstairs. And I said, now let me look at your wrist. And she showed it to me. She cut it this way.
Yes.
This way. And I looked at her and said, hon, if you're going to commit suicide in my house, do it right. You have to take the knife right about here and go straight down that artery. I said, do that the next time if you're in my house. And she never stepped foot in my house after that. And she's still alive, people. Don't worry about it. My own mom started talking about suicide. What did I do? I was an asshole. Back then I had a lot of guns. And I went into the front room in front of her. I loaded a gun up with one shell. I laid it on the coffee table. I said, I'm tired of listening to you. If you're going to do it, do it. I'll see you in a couple hours. And I left. A couple hours later, I came back. She's in bed sleeping. There's a note on the table beside the gun, and it says, do you hate me that much? I put it on there. Yes, but I do love you because you're my mama. And I took the gun and I went to bed. Next morning, she was crying when I got up because she already read the note.
Wow.
And she never talked about it again. Now, am I telling people to do that? No, don't, because you might get fooled. I could have got fooled. But back in those days, that's my younger days. That's my stupidity days. Okay? But for those two people, it worked like a charm. And maybe
sometimes it will.
Maybe that's what they needed. Now, what I do when I'm teaching the kids, because I taught my son when he was 6 years old about guns. He was not allowed to fire the gun until he could tear down the gun and put it back together. And he had a time limit. After he tore it down, he had 3 minutes to put the gun back together. And some people can't do it in 25 minutes. He did it at 6 years old. He put that gun back together. When I took him out shooting, I used a shotgun, a single shot 12 gauge. And I stood behind him and made sure that he was braced up against me. Made sure that the gun was held right. I had a scarecrow, and right at the heart of that scarecrow was a milk jug with bright red liquid in it. And I told him, I said, shoot that jug. He shot it. He saw that splatter. I took him up there. I said, you see all that? And he goes, yeah. I go, that's why you don't ever point it at a human.
You have to teach them.
Yeah. If you don't teach them, they're going to be stupid.
Oh, yeah.
I know, hon. I know you had a headache.
Yeah, I was trying to see if that's why she didn't, if that's what she meant, or
No, I think she's talking
Okay.
about. I don't know if she's talking about on here or on my channel.
and mental health has got to be talked about because a lot of people don't understand.
Well, I wish we could talk, but I guess not.
I wish she could come up and talk, you know.
Oh, I'm talking about
But
on the
I can
phone.
understand that she's, you know, sick, and you know, we all have our days that we're not so great.
Yeah,
I think all three of us is having a bad day.
yeah.
You know, those fainting spells that have been going on for the last 5 days. Today being the worst. It's not, you know, it's not fun.
Maria, remember, we still have to talk tomorrow if you want the Tuesday night matches to go live. We have to get those matches put together. And I still
What matches are you talking about?
the rest of the matches on my gaming channel.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about regular mattress.
She puts the women together, and I mean, she does the women's show. I do the men's show. That way, I don't have to do them both. Okay, hon.
Let's understand.
And the thing is, go over to Yankee Southern Gaming, and I'm gonna do this on my own, and she can just tell me shut up if she don't want it. On Yankee Southern Gaming on Tuesday nights is at 6 p.m. is the female wrestling. On Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern, it is the men wrestling. Come over, check it out. If you like it, if you like what you see on that channel, press that sub button, hit the little bell, and because whoever subbed to me on that channel, they have the choice if they want to become a wrestler or not.
True.
And I'm about ready to switch games on that and go with a better game. Okay, hon. I hope so.
You know, there's so much that's going on with the mental health, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it, and it's got to be talked about.
Well, the thing is, I used to, I mean, everybody knows I was in the medical field, but there's sometimes I've been on the wings that is for the mental health. And so I can speak from that point of view. I can speak from having friends that has committed suicide. And the ones that never talked about it are dead. The ones that have talked about it is still alive. That's why if they talk about it, awesome. Let them talk because that's what they need. They need someone to talk to. Let them talk. And the ones that don't talk, try to get them to talk. Because once they start talking, once they find out what they're giving up and what they're going to lose, 9 times out of 10, they'll change their mind.
You know, especially when you have somebody to talk to.
Maria, is am I getting the spanking or Misty?
I might need a spanking
I always need a spanking.
because I ain't went to the hospital yet.
Kathy says when I come down to Florida in May, she's going to spank me.
I might.
So I can't wait to get there.
I might because you haven't really gotten in touch with me lately.
Well,
I didn't know you're okay.
Honestly, I haven't been in touch with. I've been in touch with very few people.
Well, I got to know you're okay.
Come over and see if I'm alive, and if I'm alive, I'm at least still kicking in the world.
Well,
honestly, last night I didn't think I was going to make it, and I wasn't going to wake up my sister.
Well, I'm not talking about online stuff or the live streams because you still could be, not feeling good and still do a live stream or something going on.
Honestly, I can be downright depressed like I am now, and I've had 2 live streams today being this depressed. I have filmed 3 recorded videos today while I'm this damn depressed. But the biggest thing I need is people to talk to. I don't have the people that I used to talk to. I feel like, I know people's real lives are going to get in the way, and that's fine. But I just feel like I'm alone. And that's what people that's depressed feel like. They feel like that they're alone. They could be surrounded by a loving wife, a loving husband, 18,000 kids, 68,000 grandkids that loves them to death, and they can still feel alone. And they still feel like they don't have nobody to talk to.
A lot of them don't. A lot of the ones that are very depressed, they have their family, but they don't have, because they know how their family is. They don't talk. Right. It's just like the crybaby minion,
right?
Cracker, whatever you want to call her. She'll crybaby to somebody else, but the fact is, the shit that she's done, she knows I know it, right. And that's why she goes to somebody else and cries.
Right. Now, I got to say, my family, they don't care. They think, I'm talking about my sister and everybody. They think that they're the only ones that ever has pain. They're the only ones that gets depressed. And
those are the ones I can't stand.
And they bitch at me because I'm not doing this or that. But let me collapse like I have with a heart attack. And they're right there beside me calling the 911 and getting help for me. And then they bitch at me for having the heart attack. Okay, hon. I still don't know what "oh my God" not means. But the thing is, that's how my family is. The thing is, I love my sister. I worry about her. But I also respect her enough to, if she don't want to talk about what's going on and the way she feels, I'm not going to talk to her. But when she gets worse, she always comes and sits down and we have a long talk.
There's a lot of things that goes on, Hell, I say nicknames, so, a lot of people don't know who that person is.
Right.
In the last live, I did put her name out there, and I don't give a fuck. I've learned something about them multiple times.
All right.
And I found out just recently she's been talking some shit and go into other channels and say, hey, don't allow her up on your channel because she's this, she's that. So she don't realize that I knowed about it.
Right.
And I know some previous stuff that a lot of people don't know.
Right.
So, I don't have no problem with them. That's what people do because they have nothing better to do.
Right. But the thing is, even the trolls and the people we don't like, we have to feel sorry for them because they have a mental problem.
Yeah, I think that one does too.
I mean, I'm not calling them crazy. I'm not saying this or that, but we all have mental problems to a point. From the time we're born until the time we die. And that's because no person is perfect. Okay.
Oh yeah.
If everybody was perfect, we'd be really the same level as everything. Same money, same brainwaves, or same this and that, and this world would be one boring ass place to be. And people would still be committing suicide because their life is boring. Now tell me, no matter what, mental health, it should be number one thing in this country.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be race. I don't look down on nobody, no matter what they are. I might not agree with the way they think. I might not agree with their religions. But the thing is, that's my place to choose. But I never, ever judge nobody by skin color or nothing else. I do not talk politics. If I'm on panel, Then they start talking politics, I leave the panel. If they start talking religion, I leave the panel because I do not talk about either one of them. Because I find out when I talk to people about either one of them, they get pissed off when I disagree with them.
I always say this, and and I'm not trying to run you off or anything with it. But you know what? The good Lord has probably given me a blessing in disguise, or however you want to put it, for this car accident. Things that will happen with the car accident.
Right.
With me fainting now, it's it's showing something. It's just like some of the trolls are going to be like, especially the one that Lulu had mentioned. We'll
Right.
probably go, oh, she's faking your shit. Well, bitch, you ain't lived a day in my life, so who gives a fuck? And only a few people has known what what really happened in the accident. Like, I believe I told you about the accident.
I think you told me about the accident, but you never really went into detail what happened. I mean, how it injured you, and stuff like that. But but you take a car accident, that makes you have a mental problem because I know
All the
when
stress.
I took a motorcycle underneath a sports car,
Oh God, you just made me cringe.
and I haven't been back on a bike. Yeah, I want to be, but
I just had chills.
every time I try to get back on a bike, and every time I try to make a turn, I flinch so bad that I laid the bike down. And if a person's going to do that, they need to stay off the bike. And I'm
I
not rich.
agree.
I'm not rich enough to go out and buy a trike because they cost too damn much.
Right? God damn, did they cost too much?
But now you bring in a serious topic like mental health, like stuff like that. I can talk about that all night. I can talk about books all night. I can talk about the paranormal all night. I can talk about gaming all night. But I draw a line with religion and politics because, for one thing, nobody's going to agree with me because I think both parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, need to take a good healthy shit and get over it.
Yeah, right? Thank you. Thank you.
Now that's the last thing and only thing I'm going to say about politics.
I love you for that one. You just said exactly what I think about them. Because this is my thing is,
And yes, I am a Democrat, people.
I'm still going to go and say this, but a lot of them, they, no matter what president you have, who's in the Senate, who's in the House, the whole thing. Us poor people are still going to get fucked no matter what.
Right.
So, that's why I say, hey, you just said what I was thinking.
The thing is, the government's set up to keep the rich rich and the poor poor.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. See, I love you because you're thinking the same shit as I do. And I'm not trying to go in political, but you're thinking, I'm agreeing with you. It's just like, and I'm going to keep saying her name because I don't give a fuck.
Yes, Lulu.
Because she's your crybaby. But, like the crack horse, she likes to talk all the shit. But once I start talking about her, you know what? Cry all you want.
Now,
you want to talk all this shit. It's just like the Democrats and the Republicans and the Independent. They're going to cry what the other one does.
well, the
And
thing
I'm not
is,
saying you do, but I'm talking about in general
Okay.
in the office.
the main thing though, independents don't usually voice nothing.
Yeah, they're too quiet. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to believe.
I mean, here in the last few years, on the presidential elections, I've been voting independent. I am a Democrat, but I do not agree with none of the people that ran for the last 6 years or even more. So I have not voted Democrat or Republican.
Thank you.
I
Because
voted.
neither one are right. Neither one has the right mind. They don't think about the poor people. It's just like, I don't know how long ago it was, but they're talking about taking away Medicaid, taking away disability, and then taking away Social Security, taking away
And that's Biden.
the Affordable Act. Like,
That
really?
that is Biden. Biden is trying to keep going with the president, with the president's way of doing it when he was vice president. I ain't going to say the other guy's name. But he's trying to keep going with his crap.
Mhm.
And the thing is, I've talked to a lot of people. And, after the elections, and I go, okay, I just want to know one thing. Why did you vote for Biden? Every last person I asked that question to said, I did not vote for Biden. I voted for the vice president because I thought Biden would be dead within a month.
Okay, and I don't know if you've seen this, and this is a little bit, it's not political in a way, but every fucking president had any color in their hair, they come out looking gray as hell or looking as old as fuck. No,
Right.
I'm not calling you old. I love you, but it's not you. I'm talking about presidents.
Honestly, there's supposed to be a age limit for a president, and it's supposed to be a older gentleman or lady nowadays. Doesn't matter to me, but it's supposed to be older. It's not supposed to be nobody in their 20s, 30s, 40s. I'll say late 50s on up.
Honestly, and I hate to say it, but I'd rather a poor person go in than
They would
somebody
get
who, huh?
If a poor person went in there and tried to straighten stuff out, the government would assassinate him.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I was going to say. But with how the government works, it won't work for them.
But for someone that don't talk about politics, I'm blowing my mouth off, ain't I? I'm sorry.
Oh, I love you. Because we're both agreeing with it, that's why it's so much easier to talk.
Well, the thing is,
because we actually know what it's like.
I know I have about my heart. I know if I get into a heated discussion, my blood pressure shoots up. And I know if my blood pressure shoots up, I could have the final heart attack.
Yes, sir.
That's why I don't usually talk about it. And that's why I usually don't talk about religion. Because
people don't agree.
Well, the thing is, people get pissed off when I say religion is man-made, not God-made. It doesn't have nothing to do with God. It's all man-made.
Well, like I said, I might be a Christian because I follow God, but I'm not no domination, as they call it, or whatever you want to call it.
Right. That's what is man-made, is the religion. I mean, honestly, the Bible did not call Jesus Christ and his prophets apostolics. They did not call them Baptists. They did not call them anything. But they did call the other church the Roman Catholic. And that's the church that was trying to put Christ down.
There's just so much shit that's, like I said to many people, you don't have to go to church to believe in God. You do not have to go to church to talk to God.
Nope.
And I've had so many people, oh, you need to go to church. You know what? Fuck that. I don't have to.
Nope.
God knows I love him. God knows if I need help, that I'm talking to him every day.
Okay. The Bible says, 1 or 2 gathered in my name. Is the same thing as being a church. Just 1 or 2. It doesn't say that you have to have 6,000 people in a church to call it a church. It doesn't say you have to leave your house to go to a separate building to have church. You can have church in your own front room.
Thank you.
I mean,
thank you. I love you because, and I knew from the get-go that me and you pretty much have some of the same views. We may not agree on certain things, which I don't think it's ever happened, but we're not going to take it personal. Hell, we're not going to fight about it. That's why I love you. Because we got the same views in a way, and we, if anything, we'll talk out or what we believe and what our opinion is on something.
But the thing is, that is why I turned my back and left being a minister, is I always said I did not turn my back on God. I turned my back on the churches, on the religion. And that's exactly what I did. I turned my back on man. But I did never turn my back on God. For one thing, that is one sin that will never be forgiven.
Yep, turn your back on God.
And the thing is, if you don't believe that, read your Bible. And it says if you, it's denying him. And if you deny him, you're turning your back on him. And there is so many people I know that I cherish as friends that is atheists, even family members. And I'm like, okay, you guys was raised up knowing God. You guys are doomed. You guys are doomed to hell because they are denying that there's a God.
Well, and a lot of people I see that done that or has done that, if they didn't grow up in that, as far as being atheists, a lot of times they turn that way because they don't see God's work.
But the thing is that makes that I laugh, and I bring it up every time I hear one of them say it. You let atheists get in trouble. You let atheists get hurt. You let one of their loved ones get. The first thing they say is, "Pray for me."
Uh-huh.
And I look at them. I said, "Pray to who? You don't believe in nobody."
Hell, I don't even like the Scientology bullshit, man. To me, they're
But that's all
brainwashing.
anyway.
Huh?
That whole thing is man-made.
Yep.
I mean that ain't, to me, that ain't religion. It's just a bunch of scientists being stupid.
Well, it's brainwashing jackasses.
No. I would not say jackasses. It's brainwashing our young,
Yeah.
and turning them against the parents.
And and it's been proven all income you got goes to the fucking church.
Right.
And
Actually,
it's like, really? How can you live off of that?
Actually, it goes to the people that run the church.
Yes, that's what I mean. Goes to the church. When I say the church, I mean the people that at the top.
I mean, it's just, like we said, it's a bunch of bullshit.
Now, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but what if we went to the Amish? If we went like the Amish, how they believe, how they act.
Right.
They're the one of the most purest people. If you think about it, now it's called Amish, but
Right.
back in the day they were the Puritans, or I guess the Puritans. You know what I mean?
Right.
The ones that first came in, and they came over to have a better control, their own life without being controlled by somebody.
Right.
So that's what if you think about it, that's how the first Americans. Well, they weren't exactly Americans, but you know what I mean by that. But when they first came over, they wanted that freedom from that control.
Right.
So, and that's pretty much like the Amish. And truthfully, with everything that people, like, I'm talking about, like, the, what do you call it? The electronics, the everything.
Right.
I'll admit it, I can't live without some of this stuff. Medically, with this pacemaker, in the Amish world, I probably would have been dead,
Right.
So I can understand, some people, well, they are one of the healthiest people, though. I'll say
Right.
that. But, if I was born in it with what health conditions I have now, I wouldn't survive.
Right.
That's the only thing. But technology-wise, I probably, to be honest with you, the first little while would probably drive me crazy.
Mhm.
But after I got used to being in the Amish world, I'd be fine.
Right.
Just like, in the world, or even on YouTube, you got these people like I mentioned their names earlier, Miss Crybaby with her. There's so many like her, and then there's another one that's, if you're not on their side, they turn against you.
Right.
And I once said in another live stream, they should get together
Right.
because they act the same. The ones that act the same, if they all get together, I bet you they all would bicker at each other. I'm sorry, but that's what I see. You know,
Mhm.
if you get all of them to act the same, they probably bicker because there's so much the same. And they don't have somebody else that's different from them to mess with. It's just like the crybaby. I've seen her go after somebody who's different.
Okay.
I've seen it. And it's like, you know, them being different, you know, you don't know if they're, you know, handicapped in some way. And basically you're making fun of a person that you don't know if they're handicapped or not. Or if they got somebody else, you know, something else going in their life.
Okay. Now I agree to that to a point. And here's where I'm going to put the point at. I'm going to go with the same attitude I go with always. And for years, when I was younger, it was illegal for a man to hit a woman. And I say if a woman hits a man first, the man should be able to hit the woman. Because if she's man enough to hit the man, then she ought to be man enough to take the hit. Now, the thing is, if someone is mental health or crippled or anything like that, and they start making fun of people,
That's a different story. Yeah, I agree.
then you have the right to retaliate.
I agree.
Now, with that said, I want people to know I've never hit a woman in my life. My sister don't count.
That's siblings. What the fuck did you expect? I mean, come on.
And my first
No.
wife don't count. Well, the thing is with my first wife, she came up behind me, hit me in the head with a glass jar, and I just automatically came around with my open hand and slapped her right across the face. That was instinct. That was an instinct for survival.
Yeah. Which is, you know, that's common sense, you know. And a lot of people don't see it. Like, and a lot of them will cry, oh, he hit me or she hit me. Well, it's common sense. If you do that to somebody, that's a reaction.
Now, that thing is, people, why am I saying this on live? That way, nobody else can take what I say and turn it around and say I said something different.
Yeah, because it's on here and it'll never be deleted.
And the thing is, what I did, she came up. We both was drinking. I made her leave a party because she had been a little slut. And we went home. And she had a beer bottle.
Oh, no, you ain't even ground.
That's what it was. She either had a beer bottle or a whiskey bottle in her hand. And I turned and I was walking to the bathroom and she came up, smacked me right in the back of the head. And I just instinctively turned around with my arm. Now, the thing is, I've been jumped from behind when I was drinking in bars and everything else. So whenever someone comes up behind me, they get hit.
And that, you know, that's understandable. Now, I do have one question. Was she a drunk?
Yes.
That's why I was asked. Because, see, a person that does that makes me think, yeah, they drink a lot.
Yes.
No offense.
From the time she woke up until the time she passed out at night.
Shit. My father used to be a drunk, but he sobered up. But
with that said, back then I was an alcoholic. But on my work days when I had to go to work, I did not drink a drop until I got home. And then I quit drinking at a certain time. But on my days off, I was just like her. I popped the whiskey bottle first thing before I get out of bed, and the last thing when I go back to bed that night.
But you eventually stopped, so that's where.
Well, I stopped when I got with my second wife. I stopped drinking when I got with my second wife. She had a 5-year-old boy, and I always promised from the time I was 14 years old. I said, if I had kids or stepkids, they would never ever see me drunk. They would never ever see me take a drink of alcohol.
I've got so much respect for you for that.
And the thing is, we got together. Yes, I was still drinking, but her son never saw me drink. I wasn't living with him at the time, so When I left, that was my party time. When I was there, I would not even go there with liquor or anything on my breath. I would go there totally stone sober, and I would not drink until after I left. And when we did start living together, right before we started living together, I told her, when we was talking about it, I said, we need some time, just me and you, without your son. I said, and I'm not being mean, but during the summer break, when he goes to his dad's for 3 months, I need you to help me get through of stop drinking. She said, okay. She was there when I went through the withdrawals. She was there taking care of me when I was going through, getting it out of my system. And it took a fudging long time to get it out of my system. But the thing is,
You did it.
I might have begged and stuff for the alcohol, but she made sure I never got any. She made sure I did not hurt myself when I went into the convulsions. Now, to me, they're the woman that was in love.
Yes, sir.
Me and her had a great marriage. No drinking, no drugs of no kind. And we had the best marriage. Now, why is she my ex-wife? That's because once the boy was killed when he was 19 years old, I thought of him as my boy. Even though he was my stepson, he
was your son.
He was my boy. And from that point on, she started cheating on me. She started becoming a slut. And that's one thing I cannot put up with.
And nobody should.
And that's why I came home, went to bed one night, got up the next morning. She's back on the computer talking to the guy that she's living with now. And I went in, poured me a cup of coffee, walked past her. I said, you got till Friday to get the fuck out of my house. Went straight into the front room, sat down, turned the TV on, and started drinking my coffee. She came in and goes, what? I said, you got till Friday to get out of my house. She goes, why? I said, I don't put up with sluts. Get the fuck out.
And I don't blame you. There's things that, I find wrong.
Now, the thing is, people, if you hear anything about me from other people, and if you want to know if they're true, come ask me.
Exactly.
And
that's how I am.
I am a blunt SOB.
So would that make me a bitch?
Yes, a blunt one. A blunt. The thing is, it's okay because I'm not going to lie. If I said something, I'll say, yes, I said it.
Exactly.
If I did something, I would say, yes, I did it. But
I admit my wrongdoings.
But the people that's lying on me, saying I said stuff and did stuff, I never did. But that's one thing I've always prided myself on with my YouTube channels. I never lied. I was always blunt, and I've always told it the way it is, the way it's going to be, and the way it always will be.
Well, hell, we may not agree on the paranormal chats, stuff that we talked about, but we don't go after each other.
No.
It's like agree to disagree.
Okay.
And we both learn.
No, I don't agree to disagree. I agree that that's the way you think, and you can be wrong if you want to be.
Yep.
And she's going to think the same thing about me. I can be wrong the way I want to be because she thinks I'm wrong. I think she's wrong. But the thing is, there's no argument. It's just a discussion. It's just talking about something that you really cannot prove 100%. You can't hold it in your hand and say, see? And that's the only way you can prove anything, is by holding something in your hand and saying, see.
Yeah, you can't hold it against, I may not agree with what you say, and I may not agree, you may not agree with what I say, but, we don't argue because the fact that we are humans.
Well, the thing is,
We're the type of people that we don't see the point of.
well, I like to think that we're adults, mature adults, and anybody that can go into a discussion of any kind and get pissed off is not a mature adult. That's my way of thinking. That's my opinion. Nobody else's.
Well, just like how do I put it? I don't give a fuck if they get mad again. But like I say, the crack whore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she got so pissed off over a wrench that she started talking bad shit about me. I'm like, really? Over a fucking wrench?
Right.
I even sent her text messages. Hey, you know, let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. Did the bitch do it? No.
Okay.
And you know what? I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm gonna still talk about her the way that, you know, I know that she's still talking about me.
Mhm.
I've known that she's been to channels and tried to tell them not to allow me on there because, you know, other people has told me this, you know, that I know that's what she does. You know, I've already seen it. I already know it. I've had actually channel owners tell me it.
Right.
It's like, over a fucking wrench, you're going to act like a little baby. And then you're going to spread lies. And then you're going to call this. You're going to do this and that. Like, seriously, what's wrong with you that you have to go that far? Like, if you can't talk about it, there's something wrong.
But the thing is, I tell my mods, I said, you might be modded today, but if you ever find yourself unmodded,
You've done something.
And you want to know why, contact me face to face.
Exactly.
I said, and I'll tell you why, and you can put up your defense.
Well, hell, she thought I told somebody that I was going to unmod her, and then YouTube had messed up, and it wasn't that. That's what's fucked up. She let that get in her head.
But the thing is, I have one great mod that he's been sticking by me all the way. I unmodded him at one time. He's still stuck by me.
That's a true follower or a true subscriber.
He
Your friend.
He put in chat after live. Can we get on Skype? I said yes. The other guy that I unmodded, that's still stuck around at that point in time. He's not there anymore, but he wanted to get in on that too. So afterwards, I went on Skype, pulled them both up, and I told both of them exactly why, and told them, you know, this and that, and they did their defense. Well, the one that is still with me got modded. The other one I modded, and then in 2 months I had to unmod him again for the same thing.
And that, you know, that sucks because they don't learn. They don't care.
And at that point, we did not talk. I don't. If I have to unmod you twice, there no defense for you. First time, yes. Second time, no. I may be hard, but I'm a blunt SOB. And the thing is, people, I am the only one that I'll call myself SOB because I'm the only one that knows my mama besides my brothers and sisters. Because
So that makes me a DOB, daughter of a bitch. Because my mother will openly say she's a bitch. So, and we all can be here.
Oh, I mean, I've actually was walking down the street when I was little, and my mama was, you know, and she turned around to me as when this car pulled up, and she goes, "Wait here, I gotta talk to someone." And I watched her. The person who got out of the car was one of her good friends. That was Ben talking about her behind her back. She walked up to her, gave her the biggest hug and a kiss on the cheek and a knife in the gut. That was my mama.
Oh,
That was my mama. And yes, I act just like my mama. Sorry to say.
I guess I do too.
But I can say that story now because she's been dead for some years. I would never say. I would never told that story if she was alive because she still can get in trouble for it.
As I agree.
But
But
she
you
died-
know,
she died like in '85. So
I've got my mother's temper, and she knows it too. And we both have the same, you know, we respond, we talk the same as far as like if somebody pisses us off,
Mhm.
you know, just like the big old baby. You know, yeah, I got pissed off for being a baby, you know, about a fucking wrench. Like in real life, you don't have a wrench, you know, like that power. You never have that power.
I got a wrench.
Unless it's over yourself.
I got a whole garage full out there of wrenches.
Yeah, you want to give her one?
No, she wouldn't know what to do with a real wrench. She might think it's a toy or something. I don't know. I don't know her, so I'm not really saying nothing.
Well, pretty much speaking the truth in a way.
The thing is, there's a lot of people
Who don't?
on YouTube. I would not allow in my garage because they would kill themselves. Because they wouldn't know what to do in there. Because they ain't that smart. They might be smart book-wise. They might be smart on the internet. But in real life, there's a lot of people that's smart on the internet that does not have common sense.
I
and when
truly
you're-
believe it.
And when you're in the garage with power tools that can kill you, you need common sense.
Definitely.
That's not good either. You should never, ever. Now, me, I would never. The things I know about people that I don't like no more, I would never talk about the true life that I know because that ain't my place, and I would never bring it up. Now, I wish that they was adult enough to do the same.
I think there's a lot of them, especially with that one being a crybaby. You know, in real life, you know, if she acted like that, you know, a lot of people wouldn't put up with the shit.
Well, in real life, if
Thank
these
you.
and,
Thank
and,
you, Lulu.
and in real life, if these people was right there in my face talking this shit, it would take me about 5 seconds to put them in the hospital because I don't talk. When someone does me wrong and they piss me off, I don't talk. I just have total action, just like my mama did.
If you see this little highlighted chat, you'll see what I mean.
Give me a minute. The thing is, you keep sending stuff like that on here, you know, the links and stuff on here, and I never use the phone for YouTube, so I never go because I don't have it on my laptop.
Oh, well,
And I
knew
do-
better for you.
I do have Facebook, I do have Instagram, I do have as they call it, titty Twitter. Yeah, I already read that from Lulu. So
But yeah, that's how that one acts.
yeah, but the thing is, you should
When
never.
they involve family, that's wrong.
Well, the thing is, if you get pissed off at someone on YouTube, yes, talk about their YouTube life. Do not
Yeah.
talk about the personal life. I mean,
Like,
that's
I've never said anything about, you know, what she does. You know, she does feed cats. I've never
Mhm.
talked about it negatively.
right.
You know, never have. Matter of fact, they had a sick cat one time, and I said, well, hell, you know, the vet's always said use Pedialyte.
Right.
So that's what I told him. And, you know, and the next thing I know, they're in another chat talking shit.
Right. But the thing is, what I'm doing is where these people shows up. Nothing against people that is running the channel, I will leave and then subscribe to that channel.
Go ahead, Candy. Go. Yeah, there's just so much when you evolve somebody's family offline that has done nothing to you.
Right?
That's where you're fucked up in the head.
Right.
Like I've never brought their family into any of the arguments, and that just goes to show you how childish the bitch can be
Well, the thing is,
and trashy as
that if somebody started talking about my family,
There you go.
they would get pissed off at me more because I probably would agree with them.
Yeah, I did something so you see what the thing is. So if you wanted to look online or on there, you can actually see the picture, and so you can always look up in the name. Well, not about. Okay, the person probably think I'm talking about her, and I'm not necessarily am.
Oh, if that's the one I'm thinking of, she said to me that don't come around no more.
Probably, maybe. It's all over the world, all over different chats.
So, no, the one thing I am doing with my channels is my gaming channel. We will only talk about games and movies. That's all we need to be talking on the gaming channel. On my book channel, will be only books and movies because some books are made into movies. Well, nowadays they try to make every book into a movie because they don't have a mind to create their own movies. Now, if I do start back up with the Paranormal 101, that would be only for paranormal. I think people that talk smut online is childish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a woman should degrade herself to talk about it and allow men degrade them even further by talking about it. But that's my feelings about it.
And I don't. Let's just put it this way. I never really went after her until she brought family in.
Mm-hmm.
I pointed out what she'd done, but have I really went after her in a negative way? No.
No.
Now I did do TikTok videos and basically it was some of these people that are probably on crack, but it was as a funny joke because it's YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, we all do it. It's not like I'm saying in real life, real life, I might know some things that are, been said that's supposed to be true. And I've seen, things, but I'm not saying that she is something, I'm not going to put it out there. That's, that's off, offline. It's not for me to, put it online.
Right. Now, the thing
when
is,
you go and start a family member into it, that has nothing to do with it, that's where you fucked up.
Right. Now, the thing is, when I talk about books, I do have books to talk about. Mainly, the only books you see is these two bookshelves.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing is, I do have those bookshelves, that bookshelf, and I still have over 400 books I never read. So I'm trying to catch up on it.
I think the one that you showed first I've seen before.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about whenever I am doing a video, you either see those two bookcases where the picture is, or these two bookcases. So if someone's new and they see only these, they think this is all the books I have. If they see those two bookshelves, they think that's the only two bookshelves I have.
You just got a compliment.
I try to be. I'm going to get more organized. I want to organize them not only by name, but by genre.
Well, you do more than what I can. I pretty much I've got books and bags that I got to read. The thing is that I start reading and then I'll fall asleep, and that's the bad thing about me.
Right. The thing is, do you wear glasses when you read?
Yeah.
Those glasses are not meant to be read with. Those glasses, no matter if it's prescription or not, they are not strong enough for you to read. Because if they was, I'll take it. I'll let you in on something. Okay.
Otherwise, I can't see what I'm reading.
Well,
Who's gonna read?
okay. I got bifocals. Okay.
I don't.
On my prescription, I got bifocals. The thing is, here's the thing. If I can find everything, where the hell is it?
You losing things
It's on
too?
my face. It's on my face.
Done that too.
The thing is, I have to see, I have to judge them by the feel. Okay. The ones I wear for the computer, these ones right here. Okay. Is 2.75 reading glasses. Because honestly, those ones, my prescription ones, I can't see the computer with. I can't see nothing with them, actually.
And I'm totally opposite. You know, if I take my glasses off, I can't read shit
So,
or see the computer.
so these reading glasses that you can pick up reading glasses anywhere for $1. I mean, I only paid $1 a piece for all three of these. And this here is 2.75. I can see the computer with it. I can see the phone with it. Now, when I read hardbacks and floppies, I need this pair of glasses. These are 3.00. They're one step higher than these ones to see the words. Now, if I'm going to do a mass market, and if you don't know what a mass market is, this is a mass market paperback. Okay, these are the small ones. Some people might call them pocket books, but I don't like that name. I had to use these ones, which is 3.25. And if you tried to do any of those with my prescribed glasses, I'll fall asleep. But I can sit for hours reading as long as I have the right glasses.
You know, I've tried that in the past, and I tried different ones, and it does the same thing. So it's like, I think because I get so relaxed in the books that I end up knocking out.
Oh, me, okay. These are the last two I finished this month. And they both by Roddy Seiger. It's Home Before Dark and Lock Every Door. Both of these was 5 stars. I did not want to put them down. I was on the edge of my seat through both of those books, and I loved it. And the thing is, if you can get that caught up in them, you really can't fall asleep because you have to force yourself to go to sleep. So the only thing I can say is the books you're reading, you might not even care for them.
They're my favorite author.
But with that said, it could be not like where is it? Okay, like this book. I know there ain't a book in this. This is a cover. I do not read books with my dust jackets on because that's a good way to ruin them. But that's why all my books look brand new, because I never read with a dust jacket on them. But with this book, I just started this. Okay. I'm up on page. I hope these glasses can let me see them. I'm up on page. Oh. $52. Okay. You might read a book and might not get excited until halfway through it. Now, with that said, I actually was reading 3 times in the last 2 years. I was trying to read It by Stephen King.
Oh, I can't watch the movie, much less read it.
Well, the original is better than the remake.
Yeah, the original is what made me fucked up with bathrooms and hating evil clowns. Somebody with an evil clown, they're going to get hit if they come near me with it.
But the thing is, back when I was in my 20s, when it came out,
Don't age yourself.
I loved the book. I enjoyed it. But the last 2 years, I DNF'd it 3 times because it was boring. And both times, all 3 times, I actually got up to pay to somewhere in the 600s, and I just DNF'd it. Now, does that mean the book's bad? No. Does it mean the writer is a bad writer? No. What it means is, since I already loved it the first time I read it, and can't stand and couldn't get through it the last 3 times, is I am not in the mood to read it. So that's my problem. Not Stephen King's, not the books. My problem is I tried to read it before I was in the mood to read it, because I am a mood reader. And that's why when I do TBRs, I have mysteries, fantasy, sci-fi, thrillers, and everything else, because I don't know what mood I'm going to be in. And sometimes I skip the TBR pile and go over there to the other books and pick out a book that ain't even on the TBR. That's how big of a mood reader I am. But I try to stick with the TBR.
It was your mama that got you into reading, right?
Right.
That's what I thought.
Yep. She always set us around, but I mean, from the time we all was born, she always had us around her, either on the bed or on the floor or on the couch, depends how young we was. And she would read Louis Lamar, the Western, Louis Lamar, Zane Grey, and all them. She would read Tarzan. She would read John Carter, Warlord of Mars. She would read Agatha Christie and a bunch of other mysteries. She would even read the thrillers. By the time I was 5 years old, I went down to the library, because back then, when you was 5, you get to be, a card-carrying library member. And my mom was there, and I picked out 2 books, and they were westerns. And I went up there, and the librarian says, "You can't take these ones. These are for adults. You have to go pick some out of those ones. Those are for kids." And granted, there wasn't no YA back in those days. And I looked at her and I said, "Do I look like a fucking kid?" I said, "If I do, you might want to just kick my ass and send me home." I said, "I want those books. Those are the ones I want to read, and I'm going to have them." Librarian called my mom over, and she talked to her. My mom says, "Give it to him. He can read them." And she says, "It's against policy." I picked one up, opened it up, and started reading out loud. Librarian looked at me shocked. I got to take the books home. But I had to take them home on my mom's card.
That's crazy. Because a lot of them don't believe kids can read, and
the thing is, I've been reading since I was 5. By the time I was 6, that's when I got to. By the time I was 6, they showed a movie called The Telltale Heart in school, and it was a black and white movie, and it was for some class, and I was like 1st grade. And they showed Telltale Heart. Nowadays, that would be a no-no.
yeah.
But back then, it was a yes. But the thing is, I watched Telltale Heart. I was intrigued. I was looking at it. I was watching it. I was fascinated with it. And after class, after school was out, I went up to my teacher. I said, "Can you write down the author that of the book that movie came from?" She goes, "Yes, but you can't. You won't be able to get it because you're too young." I said, "I'll get it." I know if she was alive today, that's one thing that she wished she never did was write down that book, that name. Because I went home, gave the paper to mom. Mom went down and got all his stories and stuff that she could find there at the library, brought them home. I read them, and I would bring them to school. And those in those kid books, I call them Dick and Jane, Spot, and all that. I would actually, we were supposed to read them out loud. I would take get to the right chapter that it was on, and then stick the Edgar Allan Poe book in it. And every time she would come and call my name to read, I'm like, "Where are we?" Because have you been reading along? I said, "Yes, but I'm reading Edgar Allan Poe." She took my books every day because she knew I was going to read that instead of that stupid Dick. To me, kids' books was too young for me because, like I said, Mom always read the adult books, and I got started reading the adult books. And yes, when I first started reading, I was sat by the side of my mom and read out loud, and then point at the word, and she'll say it, then I would say it, and then go on, and that's how I learned how to read. But I was reading before I went to school. And to blow other people's minds, I went to kindergarten before I went. I went to college before I went to kindergarten. So by the time I got old enough, I didn't feel like I needed to go back to college. I went to OU. That's the honest God truth. I started OU when I was 3 years old, and I did not go to kindergarten until I was about 6. And then they put me up in first grade because I was too smart for kindergarten. And that's the way it goes.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get off so I can feed the pups and
Okay.
get myself taken care of.
I was about ready to say I was going to leave because it's 1:08, and I still got a lot of stuff around here I want to get done. And I've got more in that book I want to read.
I love you for coming on, and I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I haven't been up for a while, and that's my fault. But
No, I can understand. It's no biggie.
well, the thing is, when I came with this name, came with my book channel name, because I had to actually look you up with this account, and then I got here and noticed that YouTube unsubbed me, and that's why I wasn't a mod.
Wow, that's crazy.
And that's why when I'm on this channel, I never knew you was on because of that. And
So I need to text you when I go live most of the time. Then
you can text me, but you're going to you want to have to say going live. You don't send me the link because I don't do nothing on that phone. Just say going live in such time, and I'll tell you if I can be there or not.
alrighty.
Because sometimes I might be doing a live at the same time. Matter of fact, I was doing live when you started this one. Or the other one.
The other one.
So when you went live, I was already on live.
Which is no problem, Hell, we all go live at different times, and then sometimes we go live at the same time.
Right. That's just part of life. So anyway, you all have a good one. Thank you for listening to my rants and my thing. And this has lightened me up a little bit. I'm not going to say I'm not the best, but I am lightened up a little bit. So I'll talk to you later, Misty. I'll talk to you later, Lulu, and whoever else is in here.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I love you, and you can always, send me a text. You too, Sissy Lou. Alrighty. Good night, everyone, and I'll see y'all another day.